Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. This is your boy Messiah Boss, and you are tuned in to You Hook Now the Podcast. You Hook Now the Podcast. You can check me out on Anchor. You can check me out on YouTube. I got two YouTube pages, and you can check me out on my social media on Twitter at Messiah X5. That's the handle. Again, on Twitter at Messiah X5. You can check me out. You know what I'm saying? Let me just be real with y'all. Let's jump up in the topic. But before I jump in, man, I'm drinking this stuff called Emergency. Y'all know what Emergency is, right? A little orange powdery drink that you can drink, full of vitamin C. Man, I'm digging it right now. I started to feel a little funny, man, and I started popping them emergencies, dog. And it's a beautiful thing because I see a lot of people that drink those emergencies, and what they always tell me is that it helps them drink more water than what they normally would drink. So I took some a while back, man. I was feeling funny. I say about 3-4 months ago, and man, I just started popping them emergencies. Man, I put about 3 or 4 down, and before you know it, man, I was feeling great. You know what I'm saying? I filled myself up with that vitamin C. A lot of people don't think it worked, but man, that stuff right there, it's a lifesaver. My old lady, my wife, man, she used the airborne chewables too. Those are pretty good too. So if y'all out there, y'all feeling funny, man, keep your vitamin C levels up. Go get that emergency packages. It come with like 30 in a package. Get those. Pop pop a couple of those because it's a lifesaver. It's definitely a lifesaver. Um, but let me jump into the topic right now. It's not gonna be long. I'm not gonna keep y'all long tonight. The topic is real simple: sexual responsibilities and accountability. Sexual responsibilities and accountability. Man, it's quite simple, man. If you look on the TL, you look on the timelines, and even if you might have conversations with people that you know in real life, there's always like this genderish style battle of who's responsible for this and who's responsible for that when it comes to having sexual encounters and escapades with different people. Let me tell y'all something, man. We can go through all the different scenarios, and a lot of it always end up happening. You hear these things that all the time. You hear fellas saying women need to choose better baby fathers, women need to start having sex with better caliber men, blase, blase, blase. And then you hear, women that always say, man, he was good, like everything was straight. And then all of a sudden he did a whole 180 on me. He was like he like really manipulated me and da 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 da. And this is where we at now. Let me tell y'all something, man. Now, assuming that I'm talking to everybody that's 18 and up that is considered an adult. I know it may be some kids watching, or maybe some kids listening to this podcast. But tune in. I want y'all to understand right there, male and female. You are responsible. You are responsible for your sexual health. You are responsible and you should be held accountable for your sexual health. Now, I'm not talking about nobody forcibly doing anything sexual to you. We're not talking about that. We're not talking about nobody committing a sexual crime against you. I'm not talking about that because sometimes you can't stop what's going to happen to you in those situations that get you off guard. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you making a decision to lay down with somebody. You made a decision to lay down with somebody and you can't say, oops, this happened. I wasn't meaning for this to happen. Oops, I didn't know I had this. No, you are responsible for your sexual health. You understand? Especially the way people are not getting tested for sexually transmitted diseases. And come on, I live in 2020 like y'all live in 2020. Y'all know people are having sex reckless as hell. Y'all know it. Y'all see it. They talk about it. And when they talking about it, they doing it. People are reckless with sex out here. And you cannot really sit there and throw your safety into another person's hands thinking they're going to do right by you. You cannot sit there and think that. You are responsible for you. So stop making it a gender war thing on who's responsible for doing something or who shouldn't do this or who shouldn't do that. Look, you are responsible for yourself. Even if, let me tell you something, especially you ladies. Even if a dude want to show up and do some stupid shit, like not bring no rubber, but your stupid ass still sleeping with him. and you know he ain't got no rubber, and then you wonder how you got pregnant or you wonder how you came up with something. That's your damn fault. It don't matter. It don't matter what he did to you. Your ass was dumb enough to go along with it. You was dumb enough to go along with it. If a man sitting up in your face talking about he wanna have sex with you, but he ain't got no rubber, why the fuck you still having sex with him? I don't give a damn how much you trust him. The problem is we trust people too much. We think we put a little time into with somebody and we still trust them. We trust them too much. And you know the crazy thing about it is, people out here getting fooled by their own spouses, their husbands and wives, thinking they can trust them. If you think motherfuckers having trust issues in marriages, what make you think you can trust the motherfucker you ain't married to? People having trust issues in marriages. People in marriages are coming up with STDs. People in marriages are coming up with babies from somebody from the outside. People in marriages are coming up with AIDS. In marriages. So what make you think you're gonna be able to just be like, oh, well, my relationship ain't, you know, we surpassed that. We better than that. Man, I don't never put no trust in nobody like that. Especially not in the year 2020. So if you want to play the fool because you think you love somebody, if you want to play the fool, this go for the fellas too. If you want to play the fool because you think you love somebody, if you want to play the fool because you think somebody got your back and they been there for you a few times, man, you don't know what nobody is doing when you ain't wrong. You don't know what nobody is doing when you're not right there, when they're not in your face. I tell dudes this all the time. You think you have a motherfucker hooked because she do a little oohs and ahs when you fucking her. Nigga, she can be fucking 5 or 6 people still. Other niggas. Don't ever think you got a woman trapped. Don't ever think you got a woman hooked. And don't ever think my woman would never not do this to me. You understand what I'm saying? You are responsible for your sexual health. And you must be accountable for your sexual health. I hear too many people go in talking about some man. And then this is the thing. It be niggas that they know they be fucking up. Like, how can you be playing a dirty game expecting clean results, dog? Ask yourself that question. Before I go any further, ask yourself that question. How can you be playing a dirty game expecting clean results? How can you be out there cheating on your girl 1,000 miles an hour and don't think she's not gonna get at least one cheat on you? How you gonna think that? I ain't saying y'all gotta stay, but you know before y'all even break up, you probably gonna end up sleeping with her again, and you don't know what she done with the next nigga and what he done and what he done had and what he done gave to her. It's bad enough by the grace of God that she done got through all your mess ups. Y'all be giving people too many times to ruin your life. Y'all be giving people too many times to kill you. You have one life. I want y'all to get that through your head. You have one life. Let me let y'all know something, man. I say about 2008. Man, I went to 32 funerals. 32. And they all died from AIDS, HIV. Well, and you got to understand, AIDS, HIV compromises the immune system. So a lot of people die from like having pneumonia and stuff like that. But if they didn't have a compromised weakened immune system from having AIDS and HIV, T cells, the white T cells have been down and all that stuff like that, they probably would have never died. They probably would have been able to, subdue and overcome the pneumonias and all that stuff like that and could have beat it. But having that disease that they couldn't get rid of was like a straw that broke the camel's back. Let me tell you this. You are responsible. I don't know how many times I'm going to say it. You are responsible for your sexual health, and you should be held accountable for it. Stop manipulating people. You understand? Stop manipulating people. Stop trying to trap people, fellas. Ladies, stop trying to trap people. Fellas, stop getting girls pregnant that you know you ain't gonna want to be with. You understand? You understand? Stop getting a bunch of women pregnant that you know you're not gonna want to be with. I ain't gonna lie. I fucked up and did that a couple times. And it ain't even a fuck up. It was just a nigga was so on mash mode I didn't give a damn. You know? But guess what? Making those decisions, the consequences come in multiplication. The consequences come multiplied. You understand me? Ladies, stop trying to trap niggas. Stop lying and telling niggas you all on these, you know, you all on these birth controls and things of that nature. And this nigga dumb enough to believe you, and he go all of a sudden go shooting up your club, and now you pregnant by this nigga thinking that keeping the baby gonna make him stay around. Stop doing that. That's how many of y'all become single mothers. We gotta protect ourselves when we out here messing around sexually, because I know people ain't gonna stop. People are not gonna stop having sex. Look, we right now in 20 right now. We right now in 2020 right now, man, and people still sneaking around, taking the chance of catching COVID to go live with somebody. Go live with somebody. Ending up with COVID symptoms and stuff like that. It's happening. It's happening. You are responsible. Fellas, let me tell you something. Let me give you a rundown. Fellas, you should never show up to a woman's crib without no rubbers in your pocket. You hear me? You should never show up to a woman's crib at least without a 3-pack of rubbers in your pocket. I don't give a damn what she say she on. I don't give a damn if she say her tubes tied. I don't give a damn if she say she was barren and was cursed by God. I don't give a damn. Don't trust her. Do what you gotta do to provide that extra protection, to make sure you ain't walking out of there with no disease or no kid that you didn't want. You are accountable for protecting yourself. It is simple as that. Ladies, same thing. I don't care how much dick he put in your guts. And I don't care how much he got you dickmatized. Stop letting these niggas go up on you raw. Stop letting these niggas go up on you raw. Stop letting these niggas go up on you raw when you already know. You have an ideal, you have an inclination that you and this nigga really not gonna be together. It's just something fly. You just know something's off. You just know something right, but you still letting the nigga go up on you raw. Now you pregnant by a nigga that ain't fit to stay with you. Now you got a disease by a nigga that don't even want you. That's gonna lie and tell you that you gave it to him. Now you looking sick. You understand me? Now you dumb. Now you out here looking like a clown meme, a clown gif. You are in control of your sexual responsibilities and your sexual accountability. You are in control of that. Every woman should have rubbers in her possession. Every woman should have condoms in her possession. Every woman. Every woman. Every woman. Let me tell you something, fellas. If you run across those women that saying, "Oh, I don't have sex. I can't have sex with condoms. They got to be out naked here because condoms bother me." Well, guess what? You ain't the one I need to be having sex with then. Because what you telling me is that, guess what? You don't have sex. You don't have sex protected with nobody? That what you telling me? You telling me you're allergic to all contraception, all rubbers? So every nigga you meet giving you raw sausage? That what you saying? I don't need to be with you. I don't need to be around you. It's simple as that. You are in control of your sexual life. If something happens to you, you can't be mad. Why? Because when it's all said and done, you have made the decision to move how you move and do what you do and encounter what you encounter. And now you got to deal with the consequences. And I'm going to tell you yet again, the consequences will always multiply and outweigh the decision. The decision is easy to make. The decisions are easy to make. It's about the consequences that are going to come from behind the decisions. It's as simple as that. We got to protect ourselves. You are in control of yourself. You are in control of your actions. Stop blaming your actions on other people. And when a woman get pregnant, fellas, women gonna do what they gonna want to do with their own body. Women gonna do what they want to do. When a woman got her mind made up that she gonna abort the kid, guess what? She gonna abort the kid. That's just it. She gonna do what she gonna do with her own body. But you know how you don't got to deal with that? Don't nothing to no woman. Don't nothing no woman. Stop playing them games. Stop playing them, oh, my pull-out game strong and out. Man, stop playing them games, man. Stop playing them games. Y'all playing them games and motherfuckers coming up pregnant left and right and going to the hitman office 7-8 times, man. Come on. It's women out there it's women out there, man, that been to the hitman office about 9-10 times, man. They killed off whole a starting five and a bench. Come on, man. Y'all playing, man. Y'all are playing, and it's serious, man. I ain't perfect. But see, I can talk to you niggas like this, and I can talk to you females like that because I ain't perfect. I done been through some shit. I'm not talking to y'all about some shit that I ain't never been through, that I ain't never learned through, that I ain't never survived from. Come on, man. We accountable for ourselves. We got to take accountability and responsibility on what we doing when we lay down with folks, man. Because I'm going to tell y'all, believe it or not, a lot of men, they lay down and it's a joke. It's a joke to them. It's just some action. Y'all ladies be thinking niggas be laying down and niggas show you a little interest and they got a little feelings for, man, most of the time niggas lay down, it's just a joke. It's just something to be doing. But you women lay down and you never get up the same. I'm telling you, I don't care what y'all tell me. Y'all can tell me all kind of, y'all this, y'all that. Man, you women lay down. You women lay down with a nigga and you never get up the same. You don't lay down and get up the same person. I be seeing it in your eyes. I be seeing it in you women's eyes when y'all lay down with a nigga. And then the nigga probably didn't beat the brakes off of y'all and he left y'all just there like nothing. You can see it in your pictures. This is the sad thing about women, man. This is the sad thing about women. You can see the niggas that they done laid with in their pictures, man. You can see it. You can see the niggas on them. That's crazy. And people think I'll be crazy when I say that. You can see the women. Like, when you look at these women pictures, man, I be looking at these women on social media, and you can see the niggas they laid up with, man. All of them. You can see the stacks of them that they done laid up with, and the niggas just left them for nothing. And y'all think these women out here really getting up the same? They can talk big shit all on the TL and everything, but these women ain't, man. These women damn near soulless, man. Damn near soulless, hanging on the thread, trying to get one last shot at love. One last shot at being respected and feeling worthy. They can't take another disappointment. They can't take another disappointment. But even though they can't take another disappointment, one thing they must realize, they have to have sexual responsibility and sexual accountability because they chose to lay down with a man without really getting to know him and make him work for her presence. You know? Some book, man, when it came to sex, man, some book that a lot of people hate, man. It's a book that a lot of people hate on this earth. You know, it's a book that a lot of people love, but they really don't read it like they should. But then it's a book it's a book that a lot of people hate on this earth. Show told me like, and you know, sexually people be doing it wrong, man. And I swear for a book that so many people call fake, man, it sums it up. It sums it up. What's gonna happen? It sums up how the consequences roll down. It don't tell you the details, but I don't need to be told the details to see that book that a lot of people hate, man, got a lot of truth to it. Especially when it comes to dealing with all these sexual acts going on. Everybody playing the victim. Come on, man. But until then, man, let me get off this soapbox. Just know, man, love yourself, respect yourself. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to try to tell nobody that they have to stop having sex. Nope, that's what I'm not here to do. I'm not here to do that at all. You know, I know a lot of people want to get to that stage in life where they feel like, you know, marital bliss come into play and they should be able to have sex and do whatever they want to without feeling bad, because a lot of motherfuckers get into these relationships and then end up getting married and all that things like that, so they can stop feeling quote unquote bad for all the times they lay down with somebody. Yeah, it's a scenario. It's out there. I done heard many of people that be their only main reasons of getting into a committed relationship or getting married is because they don't want to feel bad for all the laying down that they doing. You know? So, but until then, y'all be responsible, man. Be responsible. Y'all can't put that type of trust in people. Y'all can't put that type of trust in people, man. I'm gonna leave y'all with something. I'm gonna leave y'all with something that comes from the Bible, man. It comes from the Bible, but then it comes from me adding a little context to the end. The Bible told everybody, love your neighbor. Love your neighbor. Love your neighbor if you love yourself. Love your brother. Love your fellow neighbor. But it never said it never commanded you to trust. You know what I'm saying? It commanded you to love your neighbor like you love yourself. Love your neighbor like you love yourself. But it never told you had to trust everybody. It never commanded you to say that just because you show love, just because you show genuine love. It never commanded you to say that you had to trust everybody. And y'all are too trustworthy with yourselves, man. Y'all are too trustworthy with yourselves, man. There's a lot of foolish shit going on out here. But until then, man, let me get off this, man. Let me get ready to lay it down. This your boy Messiah Boss, and I'm out.